Uniqlo C is finally here. Let's see what Claire and the guys have been cooking up. Okay, so today we are of course talking Uniqlo C Fall Winter 2025. This collection I think was okay, definitely not my absolute favorite, but the pieces that I did find and that I did like, I really liked, you know. I will say that there are a lot of synthetics. Again, but I did manage to sift through and find a few gems that I do think you guys will love. There is some great outerwear and possibly my favorite jeans I've ever tried from Uniqlo in this collection. So as always, this video is not sponsored. I bought all these items with my own money, so you'll be getting my 100% unbiased, uninfluenced opinion. And for reference, I'm 5'8", about 65 kilos with a 40-inch chest and a 29-inch waist. If anything catches your eye, it is all linked in the description for you. And if you enjoyed the video or just love Uniqlo, don't forget to drop this video a like and subscribe too, as it really helps the channel out. Right, let's begin. The first piece that immediately caught my attention was this Puffertech jacket, and this is from the women's collection. I grabbed it in this size small, in this lovely olive with a cream collar, but it is offered in some other fall appropriate tones. And these jackets come in at $109.90, which initially I thought was quite a lot. I grabbed this purely because it really reminded me of the rlwstyleuk Grizzly jacket. I tried one on recently and really loved it. I would never let myself pay that much for a jacket, so I thought I might try this as kind of a cheaper alternative. The silhouette here is really great, nicely oversized on me with a good amount of extra room in the body if you need to do any type of light layering. It's a raglan construction, which is a great choice for a jacket like this. Raglan cuts just give you a wider range of arm movement, which is really important for jackets with internal padding. It also creates a more forgiving shoulder fit that adapts to layers underneath. I love the cuffs at the end of the sleeves that are layered underneath the outer shell. They keep any wind out, and having the shell layered over them means the softer ribbing will be protected from the elements, as the outer shell is waterproof with a DWR coating. You also get two well pockets on the front, and I really appreciate the clean design of these. Not only do they look great, pockets themselves are internally lined with this super soft fleece to keep your hands warm. It's also really great to see that the front pockets are reinforced with bar tack stitching. My favorite design element are the pull cords at the waist though. I love any jacket that offers great customization when it comes to fit. Everyone's body is a little bit different and everyone loves their clothing to fit a little bit differently on them, and these really allow you to play around with the silhouette to fit your preferences. Speaking of customization, if you're not such a fan of this fleece collar, it can easily be removed too for a cleaner look. This is also made with Uniqlo's newest Puffertech padding, which is supposedly their lightest and warmest functional padding Uniqlo has created. The amount of padding here is not super generous like a proper puffer jacket, but it's not wafer thin either. I would say it's a really nice balance. It doesn't feel too restrictive, but it will definitely keep you warm on those colder days. Overall, I was actually pretty impressed by this jacket. It has so many useful and considered design elements, and it's very clear to me that a lot of thought has gone into it. I know I said 109 is a lot for this. After reviewing and spending some time with it, I do think it's pretty reasonably well priced for what you're actually getting. All in all, I'd rate it a solid 7.8 out of 10. If you are after a jacket for the upcoming colder months, I would definitely at least take a look at this one. Up next is my favorite piece from this whole collection, this beautiful knit full zip jacket. It comes in at $79.90, and again, I got a size small. It took me ages to finally decide on this charcoal grey, as the navy and especially the brown also just look incredible. I've been after a smarter wool type jacket like this for just such a long time, so I was stoked when I saw it on the website. I did eye the price though, and I immediately assumed that it was going to be 100% synthetic, but I'm very pleased to say it's actually 88% wool, which is amazing. The silhouette here is pretty straight fitting with a slightly shorter length and longer sleeves. Again, I have to say this really reminds me of something that our Legacy would produce, something like their mini jacket or their cardigans I've seen. This though is definitely designed to be some hybrid outerwear / mid-layer piece. It's not designed to fit a lot of layers underneath it. We have two patch pockets on the front, as well as a very smooth but kind of admittedly thin color match YKK zip. I do quite like the color match zip. It just gives this jacket a very minimal appearance, really great for those smart occasions. Fabric choice I think is also pretty perfect here. It's a really great mix of being lightweight, warm and super soft, and importantly it's not too stiff. Sometimes when you get the thicker, dense wool jackets, they're actually pretty uncomfortable. They're sometimes so tightly knit together, you end up losing a lot of arm mobility and it just feels really uncomfortable to wear. But this fabric is honestly so unstructured and drapey, there's really no movement issues at all. If I was being really picky, I would probably ask for a very thin, silky lining, as wearing this with something with short sleeves, it might irritate your skin a bit. Other than that, genuinely, this is one of my favorite pieces that Uniqlo have made in a long time. I would give it a solid 9 out of 10. I would highly recommend this one. Okay, third piece, and these are just so amazing. They are the Denim pleated straight trousers. They are only $39.90. I went true size my waist, and I got them in this stunning dark wash navy blue. But they also come in a wash grey and this really cool wash brown. Silhouette wise, these are exactly what they say on the tip. A really clean, straight fit through the thigh down to the ankle. I just think they look so good, and a big tick in the materials department as they're 100% cotton too. The main detail here though are these two small front pleats, which are a nice bit of extra added detail compared to your standard jeans, and it helps give them a little bit more room in the thigh just for extra comfort. You also get a really clean waistband piping and full cotton twill trimming on the inside. The cotton they use here is just super soft. It reinforces the trousers and makes them even more comfortable. They are actually double buttoned on the inside, which is a thoughtful touch. And the zip is a very sturdy feeling YKK. Big personal tick from me are the side entry pockets. You guys know I love me some side entry pockets, and I'm very pleased to say that these are all bar tack stitched for extra reinforcement. You also get these super beefy belt loops on these. They almost feel like something off a pair of high quality workwear pants, super thick and durable. The denim itself is very soft, and I'd say is somewhere in the mid-weight category when it comes to weight. Still has some structure to it, and I just love this navy wash they've gone for. It almost looks like it's waxed in sunlight. There is so much color variation in this fabric. It really looks lovely. It's safe to say that I've really fallen for this pair. I did think they looked amazing online, but getting them in hand is just another thing completely. I cannot believe these are only $39.90 for that price. That is genuinely incredible value. They're just an amazing pair of jeans, or trousers I guess technically. Super versatile, well made, and amazing details. Really hard to fault these. They're a solid 9.5 out of 10. Up next, I am continuing my love for Uniqlo's shirt department. This is the Broadcloth oversized shirt. I got it in this lovely blue stripe, and it also comes in some other stripe colors, as well as some lovely block colors if that's more your thing. This shirt comes in at a very reasonable $34.90, and I grabbed it again in a size small. Overall, this is a very modern take on a button shirt. It's definitely oversized, but it's not absolutely massive. I actually really like the cut of it. It really allows the shirt to sort of flow and drape around you whilst you wear it. This 100% cotton fabric they've chosen as well is wonderful. It feels incredibly light. It's super soft, and has, like I said, a really nice flow to it, but it still feels very crisp and very sharp if you need something to wear on those more formal occasions. Got a single square chest pocket, as well as buttons that look like mother of pearl, but I'm not 100% sure on this. Would be nice if they were though. They're double button cuffs on the sleeves, which is a great touch for all the watch wearers out there. I also love the pleats on the sleeve to narrow down the sleeve to the hand. Really nice clean design here. The biggest thing for me though with this shirt is just the neatness of it. The shoulder seam is incredibly neat for a shirt at this price point. There's no awkward bunching or anything, and everything in very typical Uniqlo fashion is just finished at a very clean, very high level. I also love this very cool double stripe design too. It's a cool take on the standard Shrek shirt, but it's still not crazy eye-catching or anything. It's definitely one of those details that you don't necessarily notice from afar, but once you get up close, you can really appreciate all of the subtleties. I have been loving shirting so far this fall. It's really nice to add something a little bit smarter to my wardrobe, but it's definitely not one of those shirts that's purely going to be there for those types of occasions. I'd say it's actually pretty versatile because of its soft color palette and its soft oversized silhouette. Great shirt for the price. For rating, I'd give it a solid 8 out of 10. Okay, lastly, I want to discuss a piece that I can't actually recommend to you. I wanted to give you guys an example of a piece that really frustrates me when it comes to these Uniqlo collaborations. This is the low gauge high neck jumper, and it comes in at a very reasonable $34.90. I wonder why that is. Again, I went for a size small here. Let me say this is a beautiful knit jumper, aside from one big glaring issue. Now, on first impression, just seeing it on the website, this jumper had me sold. Design wise, it is so beautiful, and getting it in hand, the fit is absolutely perfect for me. The width and the length are just great. Everything feels just right. Honestly, it almost feels like it was designed with my preferences and my proportions in mind. The hem is tight with an elasticated finish, and it holds its place without riding back down. It's such a small thing, but it makes a huge difference for me and how I like my jumpers to fit. The high neckline as well is also a really lovely detail. Instead of going for the usual crew neck, Uniqlo have given it a longer mock neck. It feels slightly more mature and a little bit more fashion forward than your standard crew neck jumper. And if mock necks aren't your thing, I found you can actually just cuff it down, and it sort of mimics that crew neck look instead. That little bit of extra versatility and styling is just something I really appreciate. It just makes this jumper feel even more considered. They've also nailed the colors on these. Perfect tones for the upcoming fall. A very timeless cream, as long as very versatile black that will just go with absolutely everything, as well as this lovely burgundy or wine color. I didn't really have anything in my wardrobe in this color, so it would have been great to try something new and different. But here is the issue, and no matter how much I love this jumper, it is a deal breaker for me. It is, of course, the materials. 60% acrylic, 35% polyester, 5% wool. What is even the point? Why would you just do 5% wool? I just don't get it. I am glad though, at least this time they haven't put wool blend in the title, as that really annoys me when brands do that. So much care and attention to detail, such great colors, and such a perfect fit. The potential here was just massive. But this fabric blend just completely lets this down. And you can really tell with the hand feel as well. It doesn't have that super soft premium feel of a merino wool or a lamb's wool. And in my mind, if you're going to design something like this, it almost deserves that, you know? So yeah, I honestly can't recommend this piece to you in good faith. Just one of those what could have been items, I guess. It's a 0 out of 10, guys. Sorry about that. Honestly, this collection was a really mixed bag for me. I'd love to know what you guys think of the pieces I've shown today, or just the collection as a whole. Are you guys loving it? Or maybe you're feeling the same frustrations that I have. Some of the pieces I absolutely love, like the knit jacket and the jeans, but then the collection is really let down by this jumper and the other items that are synthetic too. Definitely a bit of a love-hate relationship again with Uniqlo C. That being said, if you enjoyed my video today, make sure you leave a like and subscribe for more videos like this one. And if you're new here, YouTube thinks you'll love this video here, so go check it out. Thanks for watching. As always, guys, I've literally just seen that Uniqlo U is releasing later this month, so fingers crossed, I guess. I'll see you in the next one. See you then.